lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And they'll run it here. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. And they'll go on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Lucky 56. Detroit!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Leopard!
A first carry now. This is Hill. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw on second down. Daniels escaping the pressure right. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And that one results in 35 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They'll run on first down. Hill, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Looking to throw on second down. Daniels flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on third and long. Daniels. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him. Because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Back to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big gain of 38 there on third down.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
The first down carry for Davis. Oh, good move. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A gain of 3, second down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Looking to throw. And Davis with it left side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They're looking at a first and goal from about the 9. They're going to look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are in for 6. And he'll bang that one through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And out now come the Vikings. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
To throw on 2nd down, Daniels. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field. And really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, batted free. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Daniels eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. 319. 319. Detroit. Detroit. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. From the gun, Daniels being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Off play action. Daniels. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. As his guys are in for 6. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going up top. He's got him in. Complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Flush. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you're facing intentional grounding call.
Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They begin the drive with Hill. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. On 2nd down, Hill looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. Hill's hit, and he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Gun, 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 gun. Gun, 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 gun.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he finds Cook. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, Hill dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Gun, 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 gun. Gun, 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 gun. Gun, 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 gun.
To throw on 2nd down, Daniels steps away to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Throwing on 1st down, Daniels. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Detroit! 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 Over! 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 Over!
Off the play fake. Daniels. They'll roll him out right. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They'll hand it off now. Hill. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Zerline's kick is good. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They get it to him running left. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears are in for 6. And his kick is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Detroit!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Daniels. He's going to fire one. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Leopard!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get...
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Daniels. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
To throw on 2nd down. Daniels. Forced out to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Off-play action. Daniels sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Leopard! All right, now, look at 56.
On play action, they'll throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Gun!
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. In for the score. And the Bears will extend their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. They'll run on first down. Hill, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on second down. Daniels eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
On third down, Daniels. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And this will be taken at the 13. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Bears on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now they try the right side here. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And now out comes Minnesota. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over.
To throw on 2nd down. Daniels escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. A huge play there for Chicago. 45 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
4th down, ball's at the 1-yard line. Do you go for it, or do you go ahead and kick a field goal? I think because you're going to end up giving a long field even if you don't score, I put my trust in my defense. I go for it and try and get the points.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the 1st. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. They start the drive with Cook. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
from the gun on third down. Daniels dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Off the play fake. Daniels. Man open. That's Damian Ratley. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number 1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Looking to throw. Daniels. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for them here.
They'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. On first down, Hill. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Over.
They'll run on first down. Hill. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Off play action. Daniels. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the first quarter.
They were gone in the first quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop him.
Detroit! Detroit! Four down. Gun!
They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest, and a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Gun!
They'll set up a throw. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
They'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. He's going to let it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The ball comes out. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
He'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. In for the score. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 2nd down now, Hill. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming.